Sport looks
And
like.
this is something you would normally not get on a pop show. We have here Mr. Steve Barish, the road racer, on motorcycles, not in cars. Just to start off, Steve, over the past couple of years, there's been a big change in the law for learning motorcyclists, which says that they've got to ride 125s, got to be 12 horsepower. Do you think that is a good thing for youngsters?
I think that there needed to be something. I mean, I think the industry's done it just to try it out and see if they can make it safe for the youngsters. I think a young kid wants some sort of restriction for sure, because they were getting to the stage where the bikes were far too fast for young riders, yeah, so I think it's a good idea.
Do you not think that actually it should be more based on training rather than restricting power output?
Personally, I think there should be more on training, but it's hard to make a youngster go along and train. It's at the moment you sort of have to want to go along. I think there has to be some regulations where they must go along for training now, because that's the answer to road safety, sure.
Obviously, with being a racer, you know yourself that the thrill of having the first bike and getting out there and doing it at speed. And so obviously you're in a position to understand that sort of the passion of youth, as it were, and the speed of the cycle itself. So what was it that really inspired you to start racing?
I was more interested in the engineering side than I was in the racing, but once I started racing, it gets you like a bug. I think it's probably like music. I mean, to me, motorcycle racing is now my life. And I love it.
And for me especially, I find it makes a very compulsive TV viewing, and it seems to be that there's very little coverage of it on TV.
Yeah.
Although we get the car Grand Prix all the time, we get one like motorcycle Grand Prix a year.
That's right.
The British one.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see a lot more on. I think everybody enjoys watching motorcycle racing. It's much closer, and I'll probably get my bashed on the head for saying this. I think it's far more exciting to watch than car racing. Absolutely, it's closer and much more competitive.
Yep. To go back to the training side of things, you've said yourself that you'd be interested, although you're obviously coming to sort of the close of your racing career, as it were.
Right, yeah. Someone said, am I up and going? I think I'm down and going now.
You've said yourself you'd like to be involved in that through Yamaha. I mean, do you see your links with Yamaha going on a long time?
I would think so. I've been with Yamahas now for 5 years, and I think we get along really good together. They're nice people to work for, and my association will probably continue, and continue on the roadside, so safety as well.
You've got a bike yourself, haven't you, Stuart?
Yeah, actually, I was just going to come on to that. It's actually the same sort of bike as Steve rode last year in the production PT at the Isle of Man.
So you did say you were going to come down on it tonight? Well,
yes.
In this weather, there's no way.
No, it's different up north. It's actually
oh, that's right. It makes a nice change, actually. The weather's worse in the south than it is in the north at the moment.
Steve Parrish, give him a round of applause, please.
Cheers.
Come on, we're going to meet somebody new. Okay. Now, when I invited them onto my show a few weeks ago, they spent the entire night stuck on Sheffield Midland Railway Station because they couldn't read railway timetables. But this evening, they hopefully have made it here. Welcome, Floyd Joy! Sure then, Carol. Okay, Floyd Joy. Come on, where's the name from?
I've got to admit it. It's from the Supreme song. And we just...
Which Supreme song?
Which Supreme song?
Is it Baby Love? No, I don't think so.
I really don't get it.
Well, how long have you been together as a group?
About a year and a half now, nearly 2 years.
And you've had this album produced by Don Was from Was Not Was, haven't you? Well, how did you get to meet him?
Well, Mike and I, my brother, who we just went over, we listened to the first Was Not Was album, we loved it. We loved the way he was taking soul. So we just went over and we met him in a New York hotel, and he loved the music, so he just said, fix it with your record company and we'll do it. So that was it.
Just like that?
Just like that, yeah.
Do you find that working the style of music that you do, that you really need to go to America to find that sort of producer? You find that there isn't that sort of guy in England who could do the sort of work?
Well, we tried with a lot of people in England, and they always want to take the sort of music we did back. They always want to take it back to the 60s or something, and you know, try and emulate the sort of sound of the 60s. But soul is like music that's like happening now, and there's a chance that it could be progressive, you know, it could like move on. So
instead of being retread, you mean, yeah?
Sorry?
Instead of being retread, you mean?
That's right, exactly, yeah. So we're trying to push it forward. We don't want to retread this out, even though we...
I'm from London, but good luck for them, because they're off to the States again to do some more tracks with Don Was very shortly. And I hope they do well with that single too.
Well, here it is now, the moment we've all been waiting for. A good friend of ours, the girl should go far. Here's Jonah Trading. From Widden the Sox Farm, they're looking for signed photographs and stuff like that to have an auction to raise funds to send to Ethiopia. So it's like a backup to the Band-Aid thing. So any pop stars looking about, send a few autographs or stuff off the Widden the Sox Farm. And now I'd like to say good night to John and his
And the
brick with a B. Steve, thanks very much, and Doc, and I've got to sort of embarrass you and ask you for this for my wee boy. You sign that for us. It's to Callum.
Oh, it's nice.
And Timmy,
good. Okay. Listen, I've had so many letters about this stubble here. Some like it and some hate it, so I'm pleasing both sides. Let's send it to here. Next week, Nick Kershaw at the New Victoria Theatre in Belfast. That's with Peter Powell. Oh my God, that's an awful mess. Right, go on, over there. He's got something more to say.
And just before I say good night, here to take us out, same girl again, it's Joan with Moves.